Daddy.
Alright y'all, December of 2020, I reinstalled Snapchat after 2 weeks with no social media, which was very, very irresponsible of me considering I was detoxing from social media, and it had been brick since I used social media. Now mind you, this was my old account, not the new Snapchat account that I show you guys at the end of every video. Nah, this was my old account, and some new people had added me on this account. So mind you, I don't really add back a lot of people because I keep my life very personal and very private, but there were a couple of females that added me back. So I added some of these females back, and it turns out one of these females had snapped me already. Now, this girl was named Selena. So I clicked the pic.
Ooh wee.
She was fine. Spanish girl, a grade below me, and this is what caught my attention. She was wearing a crystal necklace. A lot of you on here know that I am into spiritual women on a high vibration and a high frequency like me. You earthlings know I can't mess with a regular ass female. She has to be spiritual. So she instantly got my attention just from that. So I snapped back, hey, you into crystals? Took her a brick to snap back, but she snapped me an hour later and said, haha, yeah. So I waited a little to snap her back. You know how it is. So 30 minutes went by, got back on my phone, and I said, that's what's up. So we ended up talking for a good hour. So after that hour, I said, yo, you trying to link tomorrow? It was a Thursday when I talked to her. So she said she was busy with family on Friday. So I said, all right, cool. She then said, we can hang Saturday. I'm home alone. My family is staying at my grandma's and leaving me to take care of my little sister. So I said, all right, so what's up? You trying to let me slide in your crib or what? She said, haha, okay, fine. So I said, all right, bet. I'll be there tomorrow at 1. Send me the Addy. She sent me the Addy, and that was that. The next day, took a shower, worked out, meditated, put on some nice clothes, drove to her crib, pulled up in 10 minutes. That was far from where I lived. It was like a 10-minute drive from where I lived. So I went to her door, knocked on it. She answered it. I hugged her, went inside, blah, blah, blah. So mind y'all, it was nothing sexual at first. We just went to her room. She was at a high vibration just like me. I was really with her. So we watched some Netflix. We watched the B-movie. And we just started flaming the movie. We just stayed there vibing and watching it. So then she started inching closer to me. So I'm like, okay. So mind you, there was some really weird odor in the room. I don't know where it was coming from, but it was in the room and it smelled weird. It smelled like spam. So I brushed it off. I thought it was nothing. So then the vibe got chill. The vibe got very chill. And she started leaning on me, So I looked at her. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I just kissed her on the head. Why? Because I felt like it. No given. So she looked up at me. I looked at her lips. She looked at my lips. And, you know how it goes. I put my lips onto her lips, and that, kids, is called smooching. And that's what me and this girl did. So yeah, we started making out on her bed while the movie was playing. But as I was doing that, the smell was getting worse and worse. The smell was physically assaulting my nostrils. It wasn't me because I showered that morning. It wasn't her because her breath and her hair smelled nice. So, I brushed it off. Maybe it was the smell of the furniture in her house or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, we kept doing that. So then I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. I want to eat some and oh look, the perfect opportunity is right in front of me. So my plan was, after I make out with her, I eat her out, and then I stick my space blaster inside of her kitty. This girl was about to get a taste of the alien today. So we went from PG kissing to some PG-13 ass grabbing, and then that's when things got R-rated. So I took my hoodie off and my shirt off. Then after that, she took her bra off, so her milk jobs were out. So we both knew the vibes. She let me take the wheel from here. So like I said, I was hungry for some kitty. So I pulled her pants down. Right when I did that, that's when the smell got 10 times worse. 10 times worse. This smelled like expired tuna. So in my head, I said, oh dear God, please tell me the smell isn't coming from where I think it's coming from. So I pulled her undies down, and oh my goodness, So I pulled her undies down, and oh my goodness, was it a horrifying sight to see. I pulled her undies down. Yes, the smell was coming from exactly where I thought it was coming from. But that's not all, earthlings. When I pulled her undies down, I saw something that still makes me gag to this very day. Okay. So, have you guys ever seen that one episode of SpongeBob, The Nasty Patty?
Why, that's the most diabolical Krabby Patty ever spun. Bond!
I call it the nasty patty.
Yeah, so when I pulled her undies down, her kitty looked and smelled exactly like the nasty patty. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smelled like expired tuna, hairy as fuck, pimples popping out. I'm pretty sure there were like 2 moles on there. Now look, I don't want to sit here and judge and call something that it's not. I don't want to make a joke out of something that someone else is struggling with. I don't know if it was poor hygiene. I don't know if it was herpes. I don't know if it was infected. I don't know if it was an STD. I didn't know and I didn't want to know. All I knew was I was not putting my tongue anywhere close to it looking like that. I was not trying to end up like the health inspector from the episode. All I knew was I had to think of excuses to get the out of there fast. So I thought, I can't eat this nasty patty. So what if I eat her booty instead? But then I realized I can't. That's even worse. If her kitty looks and smells like this, I can only imagine what the her butthole must smell like. I just didn't understand how such a beautiful girl, personality-wise and attraction-wise, had the nasty patty. I didn't understand and I didn't want to understand. So I said, yo, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Can you give me like 5 minutes? She said, all right. I don't think she even knew that she had the nasty patty. She was probably completely oblivious to the fact that she had the nasty patty. So I asked her where the bathroom was at. It was right next to her room. So I went in, locked the door, took out my phone. I told one of my friends to call me and pretend to be my mom. They said, why? That's kind of sus. I said, bro, I'm trying to get out of this situation. Just call me pretending to be my mom. Say to me that I need to come home right now. So my friend said, okay. I told him to call me when I text him to. I hung up, changed his contact name to mom. I texted him to call me. He did. I walked outside back to her room, put the phone on speaker, went in her room, and I showed her my phone pretending that my mom was calling. My friend was so bad at pretending to be my mom, but she believed it. My friend was pretending to be my mom and he was basically saying, you need to come home right now or you're grounded. So I said, okay, mom, I got it. So I hung up the call and I said, my mom called, so I guess I gotta go home. She said, you ain't trying to finish this? I took one last look at the nasty patty. I said I would, but I'm not trying to get grounded. So, bye. Man, I booked it out of that motherfucker, got in the UFO and dipped. Hell no. I was not trying to end up like the health inspector from the nasty patty.
Hello, delicious. Come to Papa. Listen, he ate it. Oh, look at him choke. Oh, look at him suffer. Did you see that, boy? Oh, man, that look on his face.
I would have been eating her nasty patty out. Next thing I know, a fly could have gotten into my mouth. After that day, I always clean my space blaster in the shower. I don't know what it was, but I called it the nasty patty. So, moral of the story, boys and girls, clean your junk. It's easy. Just do it. You don't want the nasty patty, do you? Cause that's gross. So just wash it up. Ladies, keep it clean for the peen. And guys, if you don't want to smell like skunk, wash your junk.